You know, I really wasn't hoping that I'd have to make this video. But, seeing as how Nintendo has been as of late, I feel like now I no longer have a choice. For those who don't know what the hell I'm talking about, Nintendo has been going after gaming communities that have been seized and desisted by the big red N, as well as C and D'ing uploads of songs from their IPs, uploaded by Gilvasunner. Understandably, everyone on the internet has lost their shit over this, myself included. Nintendo, I don't know what's gotten into you, but this has to stop. You might have the legality to do these heinous things you've been doing, but it's still wrong at the end of the day. It surely has to be, considering how angry you've made even your most loyal of fans. As a video game company, you are supposed to love your supporters as much as they love you. The Super Smash Bros. Melee tournament you shut down? You did that because people were using emulation to run a 19-year-old game. You can claim all you want that it was within your legal right to do this, and that's fine, but what you did was still wrong. It was still wrong because the people who were running that tournament weren't doing it to turn a profit of any kind, as far as I know. I'm sorry to say this, but you've gotten so far out of touch with the very community that tries its damnedest to show you nothing but love and compassion. And instead of showing that same affection that your most loyal of fans give you, you respond with not only a slap on the wrists of all those fans, but multiple slaps in the faces, as well as hard kicks to the crotches of those very same fans. But oh, it doesn't stop there. Alex Blake had come up with designs for Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons, calling them Edicons in honor of the late Etika, who was known for live streaming, usually revolving around Nintendo-related content. Now, I've sadly never gotten the chance to meet Etika, but I do think it's incredibly sad that he had taken his own life, despite the fact that he had a very big following. Alex's custom designs for these Joy-Cons were backed on Indiegogo, with most of the money going towards charity, and the other remainder going into production, so the Edicons could still be made and manufactured. And what did you do in response to this, Nintendo? You forced him to cease production of these custom-designed Joy-Cons, which I'd like to point out, Alex was not making any kind of profit on, as I said before. Most of the proceeds were going towards charity for mental health awareness, if I'm not mistaken, and the rest would just go into manufacturing costs, again, so these Edicons could continue being made, all to honor a dead live streamer with a huge following. Of course, Nintendo did not see things this way. When did they ever? And forced Alex to stop making these custom Joy-Con designs, or else he'd have to pay a big fat fine of $150,000. Wow. Really, Nintendo? I mean, I get that it's your property and you want to protect it. I get that. But I can't help but think you're just grasping with straws here. This is petty, just like all of your other shenanigans that you've been pulling since this past week. Hell, for all I know, maybe you've been doing this pointless shit longer than even you'd care to admit. As for me, I just want to know what went into this decision you've made to make everyone hate you. Because that's exactly what you're doing. You dug a hole so deep into the ground that you just keep digging and digging and digging. I mean, I thought Electronic Arts was bad. I thought Konami was bad. Now you're just one step closer to being like those scumbags. Seriously, Nintendo, no one wants you to be like Konami and EA. This has to stop. It's getting out of control. I want to have faith that you can make these things right again. But for the sake of your fans, and pretty much anyone who wants to buy your product, drop the Disney mentality and try to see things as your fans do. Put aside your frankly selfish pride. It's not too late. I think you can fix this. I know you can fix this. Think about what the fans want, not what you want.